Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be cleaning the house, so clean with me instead of a decorate me, because I do want to decorate for summer. I mean, I don't actually want to decorate for summer yet. I think summer decor, just like Valentine's Day decor, are not my cup of tea. I personally think it's a little bit boring decorating for those seasons or events in the year. I really want to decorate for spring already with some orange and pumpkins and fall. Sorry, I really want to decorate for fall already with some pumpkins and orange and Halloween. And actually I'm really excited already to decorate for Christmas, but I don't want it to be Christmas already. Just want to decorate for it. I think it's because I have a lot of ideas. I didn't really get the chance to decorate for Christmas last year because we just moved in. I only did the Christmas tree and then the stars, the snowflakes on the windows. And then I decorated the outside just a teeny tiny bit to have a little bit of the Christmas feel. But yeah, I'm excited. But we are not there yet. First up is summer. And I was supposed to clean last weekend, but we had a very busy weekend. Well, I got sick actually. So yeah, I didn't get the chance to do it then. Today I have a free day and I was like, you know what, let's clean and let's film it. Because when I film it, it puts a little bit more pressure on me to actually do it. It's not gonna be a big spring clean. We're just gonna spruce up the place a little bit. I am going to vacuum and mop. It's supposed to be a really hot day today. Normally I open my windows and get some air flowing through the house. I did open them like an hour ago, so there is some fresh air in the house. Do you like my new plant? By the way, it is a real one, which is very dangerous because every plant I sneak into this house ends up dying. But we're gonna try. Yeah, I'm going to repot that today as well, probably. I'm gonna start with the bedroom. I'm going to strip the bed of the sheets. I'm going to wash them, dry them, let it air out a little bit. In the afternoon, we're gonna put some new sheets on. I love new sheets when you go to bed at night. Fresh sheets, not new sheets, fresh sheets. Then we're gonna tackle the kitchen, then the living room. Then I need to go to the store because I need to get some, little thingies you put at the bottom of a pot when you repot something. I need to get some potatoes. I'm making fresh fries, chicory, and steak tonight. I need to lay out the steak because it's still frozen. It needs to defrost. That will probably be it. So let's start with the bedroom. Here I'm talking to you guys. I didn't know my battery was dead from the microphone, so this will be a little bit of a voiceover part. So I was telling you what plants and flowers do when they come into my house. They die. Especially like very sensitive, hard to keep alive flowers or plants. And this was an orchid, which isn't the easiest flower to maintain. So yeah, it died. I got this from my boyfriend for Valentine's Day. I will probably keep the heart-shaped wire that's in there and maybe use it for Valentine's Day, or maybe even if I attempt to do like a Halloween decorate with me next year. Since I don't like decorating for Valentine's Day, maybe Halloween's the way to go.
Way back when, before the grown-up phase, we're one best friend. It was easy going rogue, life was anything but fair, but somehow we didn't care. Way back then, we saw all the movies on a big screen when we couldn't afford to pay the price. We snuck in through the back, hearts racing as the lights went black. Hold up, when did we grow up? When did dreams give way to plans? Wonder slip through our hands. Just hold up, just hold up. Way back now, I watched him in the yard and wonder how the world still feels that wide. Skinned knees and open skies, no fear behind their eyes. Hold up, when did we grow up? When did dreams give way to plans? Wonder slip through our hands. Just hold up, just hold up. I said hold up. Why did we grow up? When did we start moving so slow? Used to run, we used to glow. Hold up, said hold up. Hold up. When did we grow up? When did we start moving so slow? We used to run, we used to glow. Hold up, just hold up.
now my least favorite thing. Settle down. My least favorite thing to clean, the flippin' toilet. I hate it. No, it's not my least favorite. I think my least favorite is the bathroom. I hate cleaning the shower or a bathtub. Shower most of all. Oh, it's a real workout and I don't like it. But my second least favorite thing to clean is definitely the toilet because it's nasty. But you know, it needs to be done. So I always use a yellow cloth. The yellow cloths, I have 3, are for the toilet only because pee-pee. The color of pee-pee. I don't have any brown ones. Oh God, my humor is top-notch today. Let's start with this bad boy. Also have a separate towel for this, which I mean, it's probably not necessary per se, but I personally love like using a separate one. Even though they all get washed together, so I don't know, is it cleaner per se? I don't know, probably not, but it's the idea, right?
I was always the one to find myself lost in all conversations, oh, cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever.
That's the only thing with buying like a older house or a pre-owned house, is that kind of freaks me out that you're sitting on a or using a toilet other people have used. And the thought of that is kind of nasty.
Free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson.
Then every couple of months I'll throw in a tablet.
Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself,
Okay, first set of laundry is done.
we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well.
Ooh, the dryer. I'm not gonna put in a new load yet because I am leaving in like half an hour to go to get the potatoes. Oh, so I'm gonna get the potatoes. I'm gonna get some, what is the translation? I don't know, beets to put in your pot underneath your soil. My mom said to do it, so I'm doing it. We went to the garden center yesterday. I forgot to pick it up. Smart, but the farm where I'm gonna get the potatoes is actually like a 1-minute drive away from the garden center, so that's good. But I'm going to just put this in the dryer. I'm not gonna put anything yet in the washing machine because I don't like to leave appliances on when I'm not home. So I'm going to put this on. I'll probably take it out, maybe hang it on a rack when I'm not here and then put it back into the dryer when I come back home, because I'll probably be away for only like half an hour, which is good. And then I can reload the washing machine with the mattress cover. So
I'll always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back.
it's almost 2 o'clock. I am gonna get myself ready. I'm gonna take my purse, the car keys, and I'm gonna drive to the farm and the garden center.
Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free. I'm a sweet baby.
Didn't have a lot of luck. I went to the garden center. I got these hydro granules to put, like I said, in my pot for the roots, so they have a little bit more airflow. I don't know, my mom said to do it, so I'm doing it. I also wanted to order some scabiosa in a specific color, butterfly blue, because I got the wrong one. I got it in pink mist, and it's nice, it looks okay, but I really want the other color. It will match my garden bed, my garden patch way better in my opinion. But unfortunately they didn't have it, and it's also not coming back in stock. So I can wait until September, but then why would I plan it then? But I think I will just go next year in March or April to get the scabiosa and butterfly blue. And then I went to the farm, which I will put the name on screen, but it's really hard to pronounce in English. So I will just put it on screen. If you're Dutch, then you can read it. Otherwise, doesn't really matter. But yeah, I got my potatoes, but they also sell ice cream from a certain brand, and I love that brand. It's from a brand that used to drive around the neighborhood, an ice cream truck. They had an ice cream truck, and I love their ice cream. It's so nice. It makes me think of when I was young. And I do have some other flavors in my freezer right now, but I miss my chocolates. Unfortunately, they were out. I didn't film in there because I don't know, it's like a very small store. I didn't wanna bug the lady, bug other people that are there as well. But yeah, I got my potatoes we can eat tonight. So, I mean, that's the important part, I guess. Okay, I think I will vacuum now and then prepare the little machine so I can mop. And then I can start preparing the foods, the chicory, the fries. Yeah, let's vacuum. Oh, I'm so sad. My chocolate. I love my Dyson vacuum. I know not everybody loves it. It's not the strongest vacuum I've ever used, definitely not, but for what we need, we don't have any children. We don't have any pets, fur children, so it's good. And it's easy to use. You don't have to hassle with the thing bumping into your leg, bumping into the walls, replugging your wire everywhere. I hate it. So definitely recommend. And it's so easy to change up the, I don't know, accessories, the tools that come with it. It is expensive, so Is it too expensive for what it is? Probably just a little, but I think it's worth it. It has survived a couple of years already, so I'm happy with that. Maybe the battery is a little the battery life is a little shorter already. I think it is. But I can vacuum my house in one go, so I'm happy with that.
Take your time, fall in line someday. It's hard to win, hard to pin one day. I look out for you to soothe away the blues in your eyes.
Made me think of like I'm the strong one from Encanto.
In your eyes, no disguise. One day.
Is this out of date? Should I get rid of this? Because I feel like it is very 2016 and it's not really in anymore, not really current fashion. I don't want to call it fashion, but you know, let me know if I should get rid of them. See, look how easy it is. I feel like a salesman, but look how easy it is to change it up. You just press the red button, you pull, you get your next appliance or accessory ready for use.
To soothe away the blues in your eyes. In your eyes.
Still wearing my shoes inside the house. Ooh. It's fine.
From my window, city lights and a still glowing blue.
And now we do the mat. Get our big gun out again.
Looking out from my window, city lights and a still glowing blue. Take your time, fall in line someday. It's hard to win, hard to pin one day. I look out for you to soothe.
DJ, turn it up, 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 up. It's 3:45. I usually start cooking around 4:30, but we need to bake the fries twice, and chicory takes a long time to get soft. We make a stew out of it, kind of like putting it in a steamer. This lighting is a little bit better. Whew, I'm getting hot. I'm thinking of maybe mopping tonight at around 8:30, because then it will be a little bit cooler, or cool enough to open up the windows, let air flow through the house, which will make the floor dry a little bit quicker. Because now I actually just want to shut the blinds because it is warming up in here. I am schwitzing. And then at around 9, so after the mopping, I am going to plant a couple of the flowers that I got yesterday at the garden center. Yes, I went yesterday and I went back again today. Because yesterday it was pretty late. There was no one I could ask the information if delivery was still possible for Skabiosa. It was too late yesterday to search for someone, ask someone. And since I had forgotten the granules, I thought, you know what, I need to get the potatoes. I'll just go back tomorrow, aka today, to ask. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna start cooking. I have 15 minutes now until it's 4 o'clock, so that's why I'm just gonna vacuum the hallway, all the other rooms, and then it will probably start time to start cooking. Oh, in the winter, I like to cover myself with hot stuff that's coming out of the dryer, but for now, today, Baby, it's too hot. DJ, turn it up. It is 3:45. Am I recording? It is. The first thing I'm gonna do is cut up my chicory and we're gonna stew it. That takes up a pretty long time. I'm thinking, should I cut the potatoes first, then the stew? Maybe I'll do that. I'll start with cutting the potatoes and slicing them and then switching over to the chicory. Okay. One. I try to take really big potatoes because I like large fries. Seeing some chunky boys. One more big potato. Perfect. We got 1 kilo and 12 grams. Since they are covered in a lot of sand, I do like to wash them because otherwise when I'm peeling them, you get like sand all over your hands and then you smear it onto the peeled potato and it's just one big mess. And I don't like that. DJ, turn it up, 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 up. We are.
In your
Now we get out this little guy, potato and a vegetable chipper. There's a 7 millimeter and 9 millimeter blade. And we use the big one because the 7 millimeter one fries escape out of the basket and they like to go swimming in the grease. And they shoot. This one's a little too thick, maybe. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I like to cut off the, I don't know, tip, I'll call it. This little tip as well, because that browns easily. Then remove some of the first layers if they don't look good. See if they have like little brown spots on them or whatnot. Then I cut them in half. I remove the inside because apparently that gives the most, or that has or contains the most of the bitter flavors. I don't know. This is just how I do it and I've always done it. Okay. And then I toss them in a pot like that. They do get soft and then they separate a little bit more. So remove the tip. Remove some of the top leaves. Remove the other tip. Cut them in half. Remove the insides. I like the core, not the inside, but the core of the chicory. Do this for both halves and then cut them in half once again. Put in the chicory. Then I'm going to add salt. Enough salt, white pepper, enough white pepper, and some nutmeg. And I like to add some extra butter as well. And then I'm going to put a lid on it so it can stew. Next, I'm going to put on our fryer, deep fryer, and I'm going to pre-bake the fries at around 150 degrees Celsius.
7 hours later.
Good afternoon. We are a couple of weeks, actually a couple of weeks later. I ended the day with planting a couple of flowers in the flower bed. I think it was 10 o'clock, between 10 o'clock and 10:30 when I quit. So I thought, you know what, I'm done for the day. I will do the rest of that tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Didn't do that. I think that weekend we had a pretty busy weekend, so didn't have time to do repot the plant and mop. Then I got sick. Then I got sick again. So I was sick for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Then it was my boyfriend's birthday. That's what you're seeing in the background. That was last weekend, Saturday, and our Thursday, July 17th. And I'm still tired. My throat still hurts, but you know what? I woke up not early. It's in the afternoon. I woke up around 10 o'clock. Came out of bed 10:30. I did shower. I did clean up. I did clean up the kitchen. I did the butcher. I did the bacon. I cleaned the dishes. I did some laundry. And now I'm ready to repot the plant. Finally. And then after that, I'm going to do like a really light vacuum, and then I'm gonna mop. Now our machine that we have to mop with, it doesn't require you to vacuum beforehand, but I want to keep it as long as possible, so I am going to vacuum beforehand, just so that not too much gunk or like hair from our mat will get into it. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what the theme was of my boyfriend's birthday, because I love a good theme for any occasion and I like to adjust everything to that theme. My boyfriend's a real big fan of Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit and The Hobbit. This is kind of Shire inspired decor that I already owned. I didn't buy anything new except for the like attributes or accessories for the water games that we played that day. I did buy some new things for that, but this, like the decoration wise, this is all recycled. This big like Jeopardy board or Jeopardy inspired board I actually made a couple of years ago for my sister's birthday. I just revamped like the colors. They're the same envelopes. I just went over it with like a dark green. And before that it was like a very light pink. And I did fill all the envelopes with some questions related to the Hobbit movies or the Lord of the Rings movies, because he hasn't read the book, he's not a reader. And I put the easiest questions on top into the envelope that have lesser points written on it. And then the lower you go, the more points you can get, but the harder the questions are. So he did good. I think in total you could earn 40,000 points, and he got around 30, just below 30,000. 30,000. So yeah, he did good. We watched all 3 of the Hobbit movies, extended versions. All 3 of them, yes. We watched it on Sunday, the day after we celebrated his birthday. I'm sneezing. It was a little cooler than what I expected, but it was around 25 degrees. It was still hot enough to do water games. Of course, like I said, I love to do a theme, so I did the theme, or I did match the water games to the theme. I did use ChatGPT a little bit for that, just to have like a nice red thread going through it, make it fluent, make it logical. But I did came up with the games myself. A couple of them were inspired by Instagram reels, but I did like mix everything together, put it in one pot, ChatGPT. And then ChatGPT wrote the story a little bit, you know. Normally I do like to adjust everything to the theme, food as well, food, drinks, everything. The drink, I made a cocktail, wasn't really Lord of the Rings inspired. My boyfriend likes a really sweet cocktail. I saw one on Mark Ferris's vloguary, on one of his vloguary videos. He did make a couple of cocktails and I picked one of them. A spooder. So yeah, it wasn't really Lord of the Rings inspired, but I did try to put in some Lord of the Ring hints here and there. For example, before dinner we had some snacks. I put out some chips because everybody loves chippies around here. No, not fries. I don't know, we call them chips. Yeah, I just put out some chips, the kind he likes and what I know his friends usually like. I also put out some cheese cubes with blue swords in them as like the cocktail sticks. Now why did I use blue swords is because when there are hobbits or goblins nearby, Bilbo Baggins his sword or Frodo Baggins' sword, because they use the same sword, it lights up blue. So that's like the little hint I put in there. Then we ate barbecue, which is roasted meat. I mean, it can't get any more Lord of the Rings inspired, my opinion. And it's just one of his favorite foods. So yeah, organized that. We watched the 3 movies. I only did this as like decorations because I made this during my sickness. When I was sick, every day there was like a 1-hour window when I felt just a little bit better, and I thought, you know what, I should use it to make his decorations because I was not gonna have any time for that because I had so many other things to do. I made like the letters one day, then I made the changes on the Jeopardy board the day after that. Like the night before his birthday, I put this together. I already knew I had a Pinterest board and I already knew that I wanted to put in a dragon egg. I knew I wanted to use coins because Smaug is buried in his golden coins, like the treasure. And then I wanted to use a lot of like fake foliage representing the Shire. The pumpkin, I don't know, it feels fall. When I added the little mushrooms, it really felt like fall, so I added the big pumpkin and I don't know. It looks cute. Simple, but cute. And I know I cleaned because I wanted to put up summer decor, but seeing this and already being halfway July makes me want to put up fall decor instead of my summer decor. So I am scrapping the summer decorate with me. I'm just going straight for fall. I'm probably gonna put out a couple of pieces here and there next week, and then hopefully, or what I think I will probably do is have everything out by August 1st. And then I can enjoy my fall for about 2 months while I'm working on my Halloween DIYs. Like a month and a half, because actually I do want to start decorating for Halloween pretty early. Yeah, so probably halfway September. So I have a month and a half to enjoy my fall decor, a month and a half to enjoy Halloween decor, and then 2 months. I mean, slowly putting out Christmas decor like halfway November. I think I want to have a little breathing period, and in that time I will probably start working on a Christmas village display. Don't ask me where I want to put it or what I want to put. I have no idea. I'm thinking of maybe doing it in the hutch. I want to put it in the hallway because it will match the theme or the idea of what I want to do in the hallway the best. But I don't have any space for it. Not enough, actually. I will probably have to buy a new table. And I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, maybe I could put on... No, it's not good. Ah, I don't know. Okay, those are... I'm running ahead today or now. I'm very handsy today. I don't know why. But now, I'm gonna put this away. I have my new planner pot. I mean, it's not new. It's from IKEA. I've had it for a couple of years. I really like it, so I want to put my new plant in there. I'm gonna put granules in it, maybe some new sand, and then transfer the plant out of the plastic pot into this ceramic one. Is it ceramic? It's fine. Let's do that. I have been rambling a lot, which is not good for my voice. Oh, and another reason why I already want to decorate for fall is because I went to a store and it already had a couple of fall / Halloween, but mostly fall related items out. And I've been, it was like a blanket and a pumpkin, and I've been sitting in the blanket and it made me, I've already pulled out my Halloween plate. So yeah, it got me ready for fall. I hate summer. I like it when I'm abroad. I love fall and spring. Not too cold, not too warm. Okay, but let's repot the plant. Why I'm wearing the gardening gloves, I don't actually know, because there's a lot of sand in the gardening gloves, which makes my nails dirty anyway because it gets underneath my nails, but it's fine. Okay, so put the pot in there. I'm gonna get some scissors. We have our hydro granules. I need to get a small watering can because I only have big ones. This is not a watering can. This is actually from a spray bottle. But yeah, it works. It looks good at the moment, so I don't want to overwater it. Okay, that looks good. Let's put it in its spot. Oh, does that look good? Let me see. I think I'm getting a cold. Next illness, bring it on. Don't bring it on, please. Okay, we are the next day. It was such lovely weather yesterday evening. The sun was shining. It was such a nice temperature outside. And I was like, I could go inside right now and mop, or I could stay outside, enjoy my evening. I checked the weather app and it's going to be rain the next 10 days. Or at least the next week. So I made the very difficult decision of staying outside. I did my nails. I mean, I didn't do anything like, I didn't paint them or put on gel. I just shortened them, did my cuticles, put some oil on it. Just did that when I was sitting outside. The birds were chirping. It was very lovely. Then we watered the plants. And now I'm ready to mop, finally, I know. So yeah, I'm gonna get out my machine where I mop with, and I will give you a little bit of an explanation. What I use, if I like it or not, pros and cons, things like that. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, so this is a Kärcher floor cleaner. I will put the full description down below. This is a little machine that's actually like a motorized or automatic mop. I like to think of it as like you can brush your teeth with a normal toothbrush, or you can use a electrical toothbrush. This is the electrical toothbrush of mops. It is pretty easy to use, but it's not easier than a mop and bucket. If you want to clean it up fast, and I don't mean as clean your floor fast, but if you want to, with a mop and bucket, you fill your bucket, get your mop, get your stick accessory, put a little bit of detergent in it or cleaning liquid. You start cleaning. When you're done, you just rinse out the mop, throw it in the washing machine or with your laundry, whatever you do, and you clean out the bucket, and that's it. This is a little bit more of a hassle, so it's not as fast. It is fast as in putting it up, but cleaning it takes a little bit longer. So that's the first con. The second con, we don't have a first or second floor in this house. The first floor is actually our attic. So everything is on ground level. We do have like 3 rooms, a hallway, bathroom, toilet, kitchen, living room, and then like a little storage room. So it's not the tiniest floor, but you use it on like the highest setting where it gives off most of the water, because there are 2 settings. If you use the highest one or the second level, then you cannot do the entire house. And they do recommend using the second level for tiles. In our rooms we have click laminate, which doesn't like a lot of water, so we use the first level for that, the lowest level that gives off the lowest amount of water. I think if I would do the whole house on that level, I could do the whole house, but since I don't mop every week, I do want to put it on the highest level for our tile area, especially in the living room, the kitchen, and the hallway. So, another con, in my opinion. This is the water tank. It's really small. It's kind of like as big as my hand, 200 milliliters, apparently. Yes, the water comes out of it, just a little bit of water in it from after cleaning, apparently. It has these 4 rolls. These are your little mops, and they rotate. The machine makes them rotate. That's what I mean with like the electrical toothbrush. The machine does it for you. When you just use a mop and bucket, you need to do all the work. So another con is it's pretty heavy on its own. So if you have multiple floors in your house and if you have to carry it up the stairs, it's not very lightweight. To me, it's not a problem because like I said, everything is on the ground floor. So I just need to move it from where I store it to, I don't even have to move it actually. I could just put the rolls on it, put the water in it, but I don't know why I like to drag it out here, put a water in it. I'm making it difficult for myself, but that's okay. It's not that. It does weigh a lot. I think it will probably weigh as much as like if you have a bucket of water, that's around 10 liters. So also if you have a mop and a bucket, you don't have any free hands with this. You could use it, you could put it in one hand and then go up the stairs like that. So, I don't know. They sell this cleaning liquid, multi-purpose floor cleaner. You only need 1 cap per clean. So you put in like 200 milliliters of water, 1 cap of this floor cleaner, and you're done, which is good. It is pretty expensive for this little bottle. And also it doesn't have a scent. And I personally like it when you've just finished up mopping your house and it has like a clean scent, even though it's a very chemical scent. Not everybody's gonna like that. I personally do like that, so that's another con to me. But pros. Oh, another con. Another con is when you clean it, it does self-clean. You just take off the rolls, you put them in your washing machine just as like you would put your mop in the washing machine. They do make a lot of noise. I put them in a satchel, a little sack, where I usually put like socks and underwear in. I put these in the little sack as well, and then I put it usually with like kitchen towels and that sort of stuff. But still, with all that cushion inside, it still makes quite a lot of noise in your washing machine. But I mean, that's like a small con. Don't really care about that much. But then I have really long hair. I lose a lot of hair. That does get like mixed up in the rubbery bits that are underneath the machine. And that is something that you need to clean separately every time you use it. So that's what I mean with it does take a little bit longer. There's like a little comb that you can use to comb out the hairs between the little rubber tendrils. So yeah, it doesn't take up like half an hour to clean. It's like an extra 5 to 10 minutes. You just need to like pour out the water, make sure the little plastic container part that catches the water and the dirt is clean. Yeah, instead of cleaning your bucket, you need to clean that. So yeah, it does take you a little bit longer, not that much longer. It's not that much of a hassle. It's just comparing it with our vacuum, the Dyson vacuum. I don't have any cons for the Dyson vacuum. I mean, I have like a couple of tips that would improve it, or a couple of suggestions that would improve it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how easy, fast it is and how strong it is. And this has more disadvantages than advantages, in my opinion, compared to a mop and bucket. But I still prefer using this because when I'm using a mop and bucket, when I'm mopping, I don't know why, but I really want to like go in there and I bend over and I put a lot of pressure on my back, and I have a really weak back. So I'll always have back pain after mopping with a mop and bucket. I don't have that with this. That's why I still prefer using this, because this one is, when it's on and when you are mopping, it glides. Oh my God, it is so easy. It's fast. The floor dries up pretty fast, even in winter. So that's a plus. And it's so good for your back. And that's why I will probably always prefer this to a mop and bucket. Now, put it in action and then you can see and judge for yourself. Another con, very expensive. It was less expensive than the vacuum, but you use the vacuum more. It's way easier in use. We did buy it with a discount. I think it was around 300 euros when we bought it. With the discount, I think it was more. It was around 450 or 500. I think our vacuum was normally 600 and we got it for 500 euros, I think around that. So yeah, it was less expensive, but I use it less, so this was more of an investment for me. And like our mop and bucket, that was like 40 euros. So yeah, let me just show you how it works and then you can make your own opinion. The little mop roller thingies have like a color, so you know which one you need to put where. So this is blue, so you need to put it with the blue. You have to say the self-cleaner ain't the best apparently. And then this little reservoir picks up all of the dirty water. It doesn't smear it all over the floor. Two more pros. It's not super loud. It's not quiet, but I think our vacuum is louder. Another pro is that you actually don't need to vacuum beforehand if you don't want to. Now I do that, and I would recommend it if you have like a lot of children. But you could actually just mop. It kind of vacuums for you as well. Another con is like we have a white floor, white tiles in our, what's it called, hallway, and you do see the little strokes on the tiles. Now I personally, I don't care. If it's clean, it's clean. You really have to look at it before you see it. So, I mean, I don't personally care about that. Oops, did move this fella. That's good. Okay, so this is it in action. See, like it glides. That's funny, but it really glides. I'm not putting any pressure on it. It's really like using a vacuum, a pretty heavy vacuum. It's not super lightweight, but you can use it with one, or I can use it with one hand. So it's not saying it's like a lightweight, but yeah, see, it's like just using a vacuum actually. Another con is that, like on the little video, how to use it and the pros and cons and stuff, it shows like it can reach under your stairs and blah blah blah, but I mean, we don't have any stairs, but also it doesn't reach underneath our closets, like the TV stand, the bar, or the buffet. Okay, this part really needs cleaning, so maybe I'll try to show you. So not super fast, but that's good, no? I mean, a simple mop would do that too, but still. Now he's self-cleaning.